been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it. You've read the title. You know what this is. I know what's in the box. Let's unbox David Lynch's Dune limited edition Blu-ray from Arrow Video. It's only a week late, which doesn't seem like a lot, but damn it, I expected this on release day, and I didn't have it. And it was supposed to be for movie night this Monday, and obviously that didn't happen. Instead, I watched Lucio Fulci's Zombie for the first time, which is fantastic, and I will be doing a review of that. So if you want to hear my first watch thoughts on Zombie, stay tuned for that. But this is about Dune, so let's take a look. Arrow Video's limited edition Blu-ray for Dune. I did not get the 4K because if you've seen my videos, you know that I am not 4K. Oh, look at that cameo in the background. He's excited about Dune too. So I just stuck with the Blu-ray. You know, down the line I might upgrade to 4K once I do go 4K, but for now I am completely happy with this. So there's the cover art there. I believe this is a Sandworm. I've never seen this movie. I'm very excited to watch it because I'm a huge David Lynch fan. I know this is like his seminal classic that everybody talks about, right? It's not Mulholland Drive, it's this, right? So let's look at it. Let's take a look. See what I have around here to open this with. This will do. I know a lot of people have probably already seen this. You might even have this already. But most likely if you're watching this, it's because you don't have it and you want to see what's in here. So just like me, I want to see it as well. If I can ever get this open. We might edit this out. We'll see. It might stay in. I don't know. It's all about authenticity. Now it is open, kind of. We're going to keep that J card on there. I am one of those weirdos. I wasn't in the beginning. I wasn't a J card person in the beginning, but every time I've bought something used that's Arrow, everyone keeps their J card on it, and for some reason I've just assimilated into the J card group. I have no idea why, but this one's staying on. So there we go. Let's look on the inside. Of course, you get a poster, so I'm going to start with that because I enjoy these posters. They're a lot of fun. I actually have hung some of them up, which you can't see because in the background I haven't moved anything around that way, but slowly this room is coming together. So that's awesome. I'm assuming that this is most likely one of the original artworks or posters for the movie. Oh shit, where am I going? All right, so there's Dune, a world beyond your experience, beyond your imagination, and I believe that wholeheartedly. I can't wait to see Kyle MacLachlan and David Lynch come together again. It's my favorite tag team of all time. Well, maybe, you know, the Bushwhackers are up there, but that's a different video. So anyway, there's the poster. Fantastic. I might end up hanging this up. I'm not sure. There's some other Dune posters that I saw online that I might pull the trigger on before hanging that one up. We get a nice booklet, nice thick bound booklet. To compare this one, this is very similar from the thickness and the texture of the booklet. Texture. You know what I'm trying to say. The kind of booklet it is very similar to the True Romance booklet. So it's very sturdy, seems pretty thick. So let's just flip through it a little bit. You guys can see it for the first time with me. Well, it's backwards. This is not going well. Got some stills in there. Is that Patrick Stewart? What? Oh yeah, this is awesome. Let me flip to a cool page and we'll take a look. I'm almost positive that's Patrick Stewart, but don't quote me on that because I have no idea. I bet if we read the back of the box, we'll find out. Look at Dale Cooper right there. All right, so it's not going to be easy to show you guys this book, so we're just going to say this is what looks to be a very nice book filled with some good information about Dune, which I will definitely be reading because I'm very intrigued. With the new movie coming out, it looks cool. I'm not really sure yet how I'm going to feel about it, just because sometimes these huge budget movies are just all over the place and too much, which this could easily go that way. But at the same time, I do like the cast. I like the the kind of sci-fi lore. It looks like it could be very intriguing. So we'll stay tuned for that one. But for now, David Lynch's Dune is what we're talking about. So that was our booklet. Of course, on this you get the same artwork that is on the front of the case there. So we'll look at that, and the back, you know, you get all your features. Let's see. So in the limited edition Blu-ray contents, it's a brand new 4K restoration from the original camera negative. It is a 60-page booklet. Well, actually, it's a bound book, it says here, which it's very close to a book, so we'll call it that. You get a interview with, let's see, an American cinematographer interview with sound designer Alan Splett. Some other interviews, poster, yada yada. So disc 1 is the feature and some extras. High def, 1080p, of course. It looks like you get brand new audio commentary by Mike White of the Projection Booth podcast. No idea. Impressions of Dune, a 2003 documentary on the making of the film featuring interviews with Kyle MacLachlan, producer Rafaela de Laurentiis, cinematographer Freddie Francis, editor Anthony Gibbs, and many others. Designing Dune, another 2005 featurette looking back at the production. And it looks like you get a couple other featurettes. I'm not going to go through all of them because you're probably not here for that. So, disc 2 is a bonus disc. You get another featurette, which looks to be a longer feature than the other ones. It's called Beyond Imagination, Merchandising Dune. A brand new featurette exploring the merchandise created to promote the film, featuring toy collector and producer Brian Stillman from The Toys That Made Us. If you haven't seen that, it is a pretty fun series on Netflix, which they do chronicle exactly what the title says. They talk about classic toys from the 70s, the 80s. The first couple are like Star Wars, Power Rangers, I think Barbie. There might be a He-Man one. Don't quote me on that, but you get the idea. So it looks like we're going to get a featurette from that about, you know, I guess Dune action figures and things like that. Prophecy Fulfilled, Scoring Dune, which is a brand new featurette on the film's music score, featuring interviews with Toto guitarist Steve Lukather, Toto keyboardist Steve Porcaro, and film music historian Tim Grieving. Yeah. All right, so you get some more interviews on here. An archive interview with star Paul Smith, and an archive interview with makeup effects artist Christopher Tucker. So quickly, I want to see if that was Patrick Stewart, because it looks like him, but I could be totally wrong. It doesn't say. I'm going to have to Google it after this, but by this point, you have either yelled at the screen so many times it is or is not him, or you've Googled it for yourself. So I'll find out later. All right. On the inside, looks like we get some art cards. So looks to be some kind of duel going on with Kyle MacLachlan and this guy in a very pastel blue shirt. Interesting. You get some other ones in here. Nothing too crazy. A couple stills from the movie, one with Kyle MacLachlan and whoever this lady is, who looks pretty hot. So we'll see that one. There it is. All right. And the back of the, if you didn't see it, this is on the back of all of these cards. So just like that main poster we were looking at, same design. Other than that, you do get an insert. I don't know. This might be the Italian cover of Rabid Dogs. I'm not positive, from Years of Lead, but it looks very similar. So I'm going to say that's probably what it is. And then a advertisement for the Arrow streaming service right there. So that is your insert. Let's look on the inside at the discs. So we're looking at, that was your disc 1, and this is the bonus disc in the back here. Same artwork as the cover. Oh, that's pretty sweet though right there. Giant sandworm opening. That's pretty cool. All right, let's reverse this because you've probably already seen it. It was on one of the steelbooks, and you could also buy the, I believe, this limited edition Blu-ray as well as the 4K with this artwork. So, but we'll go ahead and flip it around, because since the outer shell has this original, this Arrow artwork on it, I always flip around the inner Amaray case to the reverse artwork. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right, so there is Kyle MacLachlan and whoever the lady is in the movie that plays it beside her. No offense, I just don't know her name. So look at that, pretty awesome right there. The steelbook did look cool. I'm really just not a big steelbook person. You know, I will pick up a few here and there. I have the Gamera steelbook, which includes all 3 of the Heisei trilogy. I have the Weird Science steelbook. I have a couple other steelbooks that are not boutique labels, but I'm really not. I'm not interested in them. They are too much as a collector, especially for somebody who's like me. I want all my stuff to be as well taken care of as possible. And with steelbooks, there's just so many variables with the scratching and the dents and everything else that it doesn't seem worth the amount of money that you pay extra just to get the steelbook, and then you take more of a risk of it being damaged than these hard shell cases, which have better packaging, better artwork overall. So that's just my thoughts. I don't really understand it. Oh, look, cameo again. Big stretch. I'll have to have a talk later about interrupting videos. Anyway, I don't really understand it, but that's just my thoughts. So yeah, guys, that is everything in the Dune package. Looks like we got a nice amount of features. They always do well with the special features and extras. I'm gonna be blatantly honest though. I do buy these more lauded editions, more packed editions with the special features and everything, but I usually don't watch them, to be honest. But I want them because I want the option. You know what I mean? Like, if I ever feel the urge to go watch a 2005 interview from some, you know, random guy from a toy company about merchandising Dune, I can do it because I have it. The only one I think I've ever watched the features on were the Crash Criterion and the Notorious Criterion release from Alfred Hitchcock, which were both pretty packed, and they had documentaries that I was really gripped by from watching the film. So maybe I'll get into some of this because I am very interested. Anything with David Lynch, I'm a David Lynch fan. A lot of his stuff is super out there, but most of the time he hits more than he misses for me personally. So being a big David Lynch fan, I couldn't pass up on this. I had to add it to the collection, and on top of that, the artwork is just beautiful. There's the back without the J card on it, just very plain and simple. The camera will focus better. I'm still getting used to this camera, guys, because it is new. I think this is only the 2nd video I've made with it, maybe the 3rd. But either way, I'm still getting kind of used to it. Hopefully this setup is much clearer to see and hear as well, because the first go around I was just using my my laptop camera and audio, and I wasn't satisfied with that. I want to put some good quality production into these videos because I really am having a great time doing them. I do have another box that I'm going to unbox, but I wanted to make this separate because this is something I've been waiting on for a while, and it's a newer release that's very popular. A lot of people have picked this up, and for me, when I'm looking at picking something up, I always go to YouTube and watch unboxings or reviews, in-depth looks, things like that, in order to check out what it is that I'm thinking about purchasing. So I wanted to take a look at this with you guys for the first time as I unboxed it, because I was so excited to have this after it was delayed for a week. I'm looking at you again, Zavi. Again. But it's alright, because now I have it, so we're not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to pop this in, have a good time with Dune, and I hope you guys have a good time with Dune as well. I hope you pick it up if you have not already, whether it's 4K, Blu-ray, limited edition or not, steelbook, whatever it may be. I hope you guys pick this up. And if you do, leave your thoughts down below. I might do a review of this. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to do a lot of reviews for things that I'm watching just because I feel like that's part of something that I want to do as well. I watch these because I want to talk about them. I'm interested in the movie. I love watching movies, TV shows. Media in general is a big part of my life, whether it's movies or books or whatever. So I'm really enjoying doing this stuff, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. So that's going to do it today. We're going to get in and out in under 15 minutes, which is fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe so you can see other videos that I'll be posting. Leave a like, do whatever you want. If you don't, that's fine too. I hope you guys have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. And come back for what we have coming up next. I will be doing a deep dive look into 10 of my favorite or 10 James Bond movies that I feel need to be highlighted as we get closer to No Time to Die. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.